Hi, welcome to the Fiddle Workshop. Today I wanted to discuss perfect intervals and why they're important. Perfect intervals teach you how to play in tune. It's the quickest way to learn how to play in tune and to recognize if you're not playing in tune. So I like to immediately go to the fourths. The reason why is because it really also helps your left hand get into a really good position. So especially your fourth finger really helps start immediately getting your left hand into a good proper position. So the perfect intervals, as you probably know, are unisons, fourths, fifths, and octaves. Those are unisons. Or if we play a unison scale, which is really tricky to do using your first and your fourth fingers. And then the fourths as I was playing. And then fifths, which is what we tune our instruments to, right? Yeah, and then finally, octaves. Yeah, so why is it important to zero in on this subject? The reason why is you can tell kind of immediately when you're playing perfect intervals if you're playing out of tune. So if I play this, that's out of tune. Okay, by comparison, if I play a third, I can bring the F sharp up a little more if I want. I can get away if it's spot on, but I can't do that if I'm playing fourths or fifths or octaves. So if you want to play in tune to the best of your ability, try to involve the unisons, the fourths, fifths, octaves, and also the open strings in relation to whatever you're playing. So if you're playing a concerto, this like opening of the Tchaikovsky, this. What do we do from this note? You go to the next note to the string on the D. So now we're, this goes into sort of a different subject, which I will discuss in my next video, which involves Kreutzer's numbers 14, 29, Rode 3, and Paganini 3. So it does all relate in terms of trying to figure out how to play in tune. If we discuss one more thing about this, if you were to take a recording of Nathan Milstein and Isaac Stern and Heifetz and Gremieux and then Joshua Bell and Gilshaham, we just keep going through different names, and you took one note from each of their concerto and tried to mix it all together, it would not sound necessarily in tune. You're going to get different sounds, different approaches, it's all different, and so intonation is it's relative to how you play the instrument. So when you're playing solo, it's deeply relative to however you play. If you're playing chamber, it's relative to whomever you're playing with, and you have to adjust your tempos and your intonation immediately. And if you're an orchestra, it's basically according to whoever has a solo at the time. So sometimes if one instrument is tuned just a little sharp, or we're playing outside, then we need to play just a little bit up here. And if it's a little, if the other instrument is just a little flat, then the pitch just goes ever a little bit like this. It's something that most people don't notice when they're listening, but it's something that professional musicians, we have to be adjustable. Basically like this. That's basically what we're doing. And so anyway, it's a vast subject, playing in tune, and from inception, I would say the one thing that you really want to zero in on are your perfect intervals. And I hope you found this somewhat useful and informative. And until next time, salute.